episode 671 of Good Luck High Five.
You're listening to a podcast that's for you if you play Magic the Gathering. Whether you're super excited for the new state of Standard post-ban and post-Avatar, or if you're like, yeah, whatever. We're here for you.
I'm one of your hosts, Maria, and I'm excited for a Standard that's not a stand turd, if you know what I mean.
I'm another one of your hosts, Megan, and I'm angling to tell you about Standard today.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. Happy Magic the Gathering World Championship Week, by the way.
Yeah. We are about to head out to Seattle, where we're going to eat so much Din Tai Fung.
Oh, man. Soup dumplings. Better watch out because we're coming for you.
I don't know. We thought about this last year when we went to Seattle.
Yes.
It was last spring, April 2024.
Yeah.
And it was the first time that either of us had been to Din Tai Fung. And we were trying to figure out how many dumplings we ate between the two of us.
During our trip.
Over 100 each.
I think so.
Well over 100 each.
So soup dumplings are quaking in their little soup pots. Their little steamer boxes.
Soup dumplings, get afraid.
Our mouths are ready. We're going to Seattle for the World Championship. World Championship 31 is coming up this weekend, everyone. And we're going to use this show to get you ready to watch all of the action. We've got the best players in the world. They're going to be battling in Avatar Draft and Standard. For the best prize in Magic, the title of World Champion.
Yeah.
We're also going to crown Player of the Year at this event as well.
Very exciting.
Yeah, it's the culmination of professional Magic for the year.
Yep.
So it's a great way to cap off the year and all the accomplishments of all the players through all of the Pro Tours.
This is our second year, our third year of the big Worlds field.
Yeah. How many players are there? Like 100?
Over 100.
Yeah, 120 something, I want to say.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, so the players who qualified for this tournament did so a number of ways, through online play, through getting top 8s at various Pro Tours, for just finishing as kind of their, over their season, they finished in the top 32. And so that's just consistent great finishes at Pro Tours qualify you for this tournament. If you're the last world champion, you get to come on back. That's Javier Dominguez.
Yeah.
Reigning world champ, 2-time world champ, by the way.
Oof.
Is it time for a three-peat for Javier? That's my
question
for you.
I did think about, because obviously today we will make our picks for who we think that the next world champion will be.
Yeah.
And I did think hard about choosing Javier.
It's never a bad choice.
The thing is Javier is never a bad choice.
No. So I think it's defensible,
Yeah, absolutely it is.
So we're going to get you ready by talking about Standard, like Megan mentioned and I mentioned with my great pun.
And as we both mentioned while talking about dumplings.
Yeah. Oh, Din Tai Fung dumplings are anything but Standard.
The Standard was the soup dumplings that we ate along the way.
We're going to talk to you about Standard, which hopefully is in a better place than it was under the reign of the Iron Fist of VV.
Oh, gosh.
For many years. It felt like years.
It was literally could probably be measured in weeks, is most accurately measured in weeks.
Yeah.
And yet it really felt like
aged sister. Under the reign of VV. I mean, Standard was kind of a poo-poo platter for a while.
It was.
So we're hoping that these bans, the release of Avatar, give us some new life in Standard, some new decks to be excited about. Megan's been playing some. I've been playing some. So we're going to give you our report.
Dusting off Standard, dusting off my ranking in
Your
arena was
ranking.
You know
what it feels like though? I went into my Standard decks to put in some new ones, and it was you have reached the limit. You can't have more than 100. And I'm like, okay, I'll just delete almost everything because they're just old crusty decks that aren't legal anymore. And you can't. You have to go one at a time and put them in that little garbage can. That's annoying. Please, somebody on the Magic Arena team, fix this.
Bulk delete. They're just where people are gonna.
They're gonna accidentally
people are gonna accidentally bulk delete in a very bad way.
It's just I had to. Oh, the dust was flying as I was coming back to maintaining my collection.
Yeah,
but I had some fun. So So did you.
I did have some fun, and so we're excited
We're
to talk
hopeful.
about it. Yeah,
We're hopeful.
We'll give you a little overview of what that could potentially look like. But before we get started on any of that, we have to thank first and foremost the patrons of this podcast, of everything that Good Luck High Five does. You make everything that we do possible. You make Commander Arcade happen. You make Good Luck High Five happen, both video and audio. You help us eat soup dumplings.
You do.
Honestly, and that is important. While maybe I hope that that is meaningful to you, because it should be.
You sustain us physically.
It's an important part of my life. It's a really important part of my life.
You can become a patron and supporter of everything we do over at patreon.com/GLHF Magic. And if we get some new patrons by next week, maybe we can afford to have Tyler back on the show.
Wow. Is Tyler not here because of contract negotiations?
Yeah.
Tyler's hardballing us.
He's like, nah, not enough patrons.
Tyler called and Tyler is sick today, but he's doing one of those. He's like, I'm sick.
Maybe if we got a few more patrons, I'd come back.
Patrons, please, listeners, help us bring Tyler
save
back.
Tyler.
Help us save Tyler. He's ill, and he's ill until we have more patrons.
It's like the fairy in Peter Pan.
Yeah, you have to clap.
You have to clap, and by clap, I mean clap your hand on top of that mouse to make your donation.
Clap your hand on top of that mouse.
Make that mouse clap. You know what I mean?
No, I really don't.
This NPR, call me for your membership drive. I won't make it weird. I promise.
Make that mouse clap.
We need a song. Cardi B, get on this. Patreon.com/GLHF.
Crazy.
We have a new episode of Commander Arcade for y'all this week.
Yes, we do. We're playing the four most popular EDH rec commanders.
Yes.
We have Krenko, Atraxa, Edgar, and the Dragon.
Very exciting, very powerful.
Yes. Wow, you get to see some turns that go off.
Oh, some turns are happening in this game, I'll tell you that.
Happen in this game.
Yeah, this episode is dropping a day early for patrons, by the way. So it'll be out on Thursday for patrons, Friday for everybody else. If you're not a subscriber to our Commander Arcade channel, check it out, youtube.com/@GLHF Commander. It's a very, very fun episode. So I think it's one of my favorites. I think I say that every time, but we just keep making better and better episodes. No
what can we
big deal.
say? Full of nonstop bangers over here.
Nonstop bangers. I get to play Edgar, which is like me and my Commander happy place.
It's where you want to be.
It's all I want to do, unfortunately. I need to make a non-Edgar vampire deck.
Sweet eminence.
Yeah, I know, but he's just so good. Yeah. So check that out on Friday, Thursday drop for all of you patron babies. Let's talk about the World Championship, fam.
Yeah.
World Championship 31. Last year was World Championship 30, which meant it was World Championship XXX. So not as fun of a name this year.
No, I didn't realize that last year was XXX. I feel like I really lost out on a prime opportunity.
Yeah, like, did you ever see the movie XXX?
No.
I mean,
that's a Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel action film, which... is it a series? I want to say it's a series, but
yeah.
I don't. But I
can't just type XXX into my search bar.
That makes it difficult. So there's 3 XXX movies. The first XXX came out in 2002, which I did see in theaters, by the way.
Okay.
And I remember kind of actually liking, unfortunately for me. Number 2 was called XXX State of the Union in 2005, which is just a genius title. But doesn't star Vin Diesel. Ice Cube was in this role instead.
Whoa.
And then number 3, XXX, The Return of Xander Cage, came out in 2017.
Which is Vin Diesel came back.
Yeah, he came back.
He was a character named Xander Cage.
Well, no other actor could be named Xander Cage and get away with it.
And quite frankly, Vin Diesel would not allow someone else to be a character named Xander Cage.
No.
he would storm on set and be like, excuse me, that's obviously me.
I love this review of the first film. If W and Dick Cheney had made their very own post 9/11 patriotic propaganda movie for the teens they need as globalization fodder, this would be it. Guess it's been too long since I've seen it.
That's an incredible.
Wow, what a review.
That's an incredible review. Do you know what? Everything. So many movies. Watch out. So many movies are, in my opinion, so many movies are military propaganda.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Army pays for a lot of movies.
And some it's better hidden than others.
Yes, but some movies that you're like, that's not military propaganda. Buddy.
But it really is.
It is.
Yeah.
You know, you just gotta say some nice things about the military.
I feel like Top Gun was responsible for a lot of Air Force people joining up. But then they were like, there's all these people who are like, we want to join up. But we're all like, no, stop. You're not good enough to fly a fighter jet.
Yeah, that sounds correct. That sounds like there would be a lot of people who are like, I'm good enough to fly a fighter jet. And they'd be like,
the percentage of men who think they can land a plane.
We have talked about this. Yeah. Wait, what is the percentage of men who think they can land a plane versus the percentage of men who think that they could score a single point against Serena Williams?
Yeah.
Because which do you think is harder? Scoring a point against Serena Williams is my answer.
So, yeah, 50% of men believe they could land a commercial passenger airplane in an emergency.
Yeah, absolutely not. They can't, and I want to be clear that I also can't.
I also cannot, and I would not imagine I could.
I'm not just poo-pooing them. I'm not just saying, no, they could not.
No.
I'm saying...
What if air traffic control was talking you through it? Then do you think you could do it?
Okay, one, I do actually also mostly believe that there's probably a button that you can press.
It says land. It's big, it's red, it says land.
I think that there probably is something like that, right?
I'm sure. There's definitely an auto mode.
There's definitely some kind of auto mode.
But I'm thinking this is an emergency, so auto mode isn't working.
Oh, okay. The emergency isn't just that the pilot and the co-pilot are both out, and there's no one else on this plane.
Nobody else
who's willing to even give it a go.
No.
Yeah, you're saying that there's more of an emergency.
Like you have to
so there's not.
You have to pull up on the wheel.
Absolutely not. Nope, that plane's crashing.
It's terrifying.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
This is not an aviation podcast.
This is certainly not.
But we are a Magic podcast, ostensibly, and World Championship 31 is happening.
And I was trying to look up how many players are invited so that I could just segue by saying, so the World Championship, there's going to be
X number of players.
128 players
128
have invitations.
Okay, yeah. So
I don't know if not
everybody's going to come.
All of them are going to come, but I think most of them, one or two, I know are out.
So if you want to watch this, friends, you can. Twitch.tv/magic will be broadcasting the whole shebang starting on Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, Saturday 11 a.m. Pacific time, and then Sunday 10 a.m. Pacific time will be the top 8. But you don't want to miss those drafts on Friday and Saturday. I personally find them to be the best part of the whole tournament.
I'm really looking forward to watching them draft this set.
Oh, it's such a fun set to draft.
Because it's so fun.
See our episode last week.
I think that there are a lot of viable options for draft archetypes.
Absolutely.
So we're not going to see people fighting over just like a couple of viable archetypes. I think we're going to get to see some like good drafters really put something together.
Yes, absolutely. And we'll see, how that first draft and the second draft of the weekend on Saturday usually features a player who's undefeated in the room. And I want to see if that person can break the curse.
Because it has been a cursed
Oh, it has been
spot.
Cursed.
It has been deeply cursed. I don't know if it's only the last two, but
it certainly isn't for sure the last two.
It's for sure the last two.
Matt Nass did win.
That's true.
But I don't think he did very well in that draft on day 2 of that tournament.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know what it was. Was it 1 and 2 or whatever? But
I'm also, I suppose, specifically thinking of the curse of the day 1 undefeated.
Yeah. Because he was 8-0 after day 1.
And he did manage to go and win.
He did win that whole thing. So I suppose he didn't fall victim to the curse, but I don't remember him having a good draft.
Yeah, a good draft. That's fair.
I just saw Reed Duke recently, and I said, Reed, remind me, you were cursed after you won Pro Tour Phyrexia. And he was like, yes. So I think he was the featured drafter for the next
Yeah,
PT.
that would make sense. Once he won, he's the featured drafter.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting.
It's very stressful, to
Curses
be in that
are hard.
to be in that spot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure.
There's a lot of pressure.
So that's what I'm saying. Tune in Saturday morning to see if that person can have a good draft after having a stellar day one of competition, which
Because
I think
the
will be
last
fun.
ones, the last two haven't even made top 8.
Yeah. Yeah,
The last
crash and
two
burn.
pro tours, the day one undefeated player has failed to make top 8, which is just brutal.
I know. Can you imagine going
This
undefeated?
last one was particularly hard.
Oof. And then you're like not even in the top 8.
And you're not even in the top 8. That's so hard.
Rough. That's rough.
Really rough. And especially because then they're on feature a lot and you just keep watching them try.
I know.
To get there.
And they keep slipping.
And they just don't.
The agony of defeat.
Let's see a lot of players try to get there and not.
Yeah.
JK.
We have $100,000 for first place in this tournament. Let's talk about what we talked a lot about draft on the show last week.
Yeah.
If you want any of our thoughts on that, we think it's a terrific format. We're excited to see what they do.
I've been having such a good time.
You can make anything work.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful. But we're going to turn our attention now to Standard because it's going to be the majority of that tournament. And like we said, we're excited to see where Standard is after these bans with this new set release. And I'm going to be cautiously optimistic. Who can say what these pros are testing and what they may or may not have found?
But I feel like there could be exciting things on the horizon.
There could be. It could be a healthy format.
It could be a fun time.
We could, fingers crossed, not have a Pro Tour top 8 that's all almost the same deck, which did happen this year.
That was uncanny.
Pro Tour Red, I like to call that one.
That one was particularly crazy.
That was wild.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some decks and standards we expect to show up at the World Championship. Megan, you've been jamming.
Oh, I have been jamming Bant Airbending. It's a combo deck, and I love it.
What?
I'm having such a good time.
You're a combo gal.
I am, and this was so I was sick over Thanksgiving. It was womp womp womp. Although, as I told Maria, I did manage to have, though I did not get to have Thanksgiving because I was stuck at home, very sick. I did have over the course of like the day Thanksgiving, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I had 10 slices of pie. Made me feel very cared about because I did not purchase any of those slices of pie for myself. They were all provided to me as a person who didn't get to celebrate Thanksgiving. I don't care. I'm not a holidays person. I don't need to celebrate the holidays. I kind of don't like celebrating the holidays.
Wow.
I did not mind. But I did miss pie specifically because I love pecan pie.
Oh,
Pecan pie is my number one. I love it. But I like all kinds of pie. So I ate a lot of pie.
Yeah.
And that mattered to me. That mattered. Anyways, I was sick. And so like one of the days, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday when I'm like sick at home.
Yeah.
Like on Magic Arena. And
what better thing to have?
I mean, truly. Thank
Must
goodness.
I say.
I messaged my friend on the Arena chat, which I have been told I'm the only person alive who uses.
That may be true.
I have heard that, and I do believe that to be true.
I think you're the only person I've ever talked to on that chat.
Yep. I believe that is the fact for me in many cases. There are many people that I chat with on Magic Arena who I am the only person.
It's like you see the message pop up and you want to hit it with a fly swatter because you're like, what is that?
I messaged my friend and I was like, what should I be playing in Standard? Because I play Standard. And they were like, oh, you should be playing Aangcombi.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was like, what? Text me a deck list. And then they didn't. And then I texted them on the phone being like, I said, text me a deck list. I'm sick. And then they did. And I honestly, I didn't even know how to pilot it. I didn't even know what the combo was. I just loaded it into Arena and was like, let's jam.
That's the way to go. I fully believe in this method.
It's so fun though. Okay, so the way that this combo works is that it has, they called it Aang combo. And I was like, I think that is disrespectful to the doctor.
The good doctor.
The good doctor, by which I mean Doc Arlock, Grizzled Genius. This is a card from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. It's the green-blue 2/3 legendary creature Bear Druid. Spells you cast from your graveyard or from exile cost 2 generic less to cast.
I'm sensing something that's going to happen here.
Because in case you haven't put it together yet, that means if you airbend your permanents, they cost 0.
Sick.
So I was like, this is the card that is like one of the cornerstones of making this deck cook. If you're trying to cook with this, you gotta have the good doctor.
You gotta have the doc.
You gotta have the doc. So you are using Aang Swift Savior. That's the 1 white blue Aang, who's a 2/3. When he enters, you airbend you can airbend a creature or spell. It's really nice because a lot of times you do flash it and you airbend your own stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes it also is a combo protector. Because when you're playing a combo deck, you do need instant speed ways to like protect the combo or set up for the combo. And this is one of the cards that like on your opponent's turn, if they try to cast like their critical spell to disrupt you, or to just like kill one of your things that you really need, you can just flash an Aang and be like, nope, I'll exile your spell and then I'm set up on my next turn to go.
Love that.
Most of the time though, you're airbending your own stuff. It has Aang at the Crossroads. This is the 2 and a Bant, green, white, blue for the 3/3 with flying. When he enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature card with mana value 4 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order.
And then when a permanent you control leaves,
yeah, then it transforms. You don't care.
Okay.
You don't care. Neither of these Aangs, like, yeah, you can flip them, but whatever. And then another one of like the great pieces of this is Bramble Familiar. This is 1 and a green for a 2/2 that taps to add green. This is the Elemental Raccoon.
Oh, it's so
from
cute.
I love him. But importantly, there's Fetch Quest, which is 5 green, sorcery, adventure, mill 7 cards, then put a creature, enchantment, or land card from among the milled cards onto the battlefield. So Maria, if you play this as a little mana dork on turn 2, turn 3, you can in fact Aang this, or you can airbend this, and you can cast Fetch Quest for 2 generic mana.
Holy
when you
cow.
airbend Bramble Familiar.
So you're casting a 7 mana spell for 2 mana.
Or when the doctor is in, you're casting it for 0. And then the last piece of this, one of the most crucial pieces, is Appa Steadfast Guardian. This is the 2 white 3/4 flash flying. When Appa enters, airbend any number of other target non-land permanents you control. Whenever you cast a spell from exile, create a 1/1 white ally creature token. So this combo is amazing in that all of its pieces find each other. So what you do is like, maybe you get you get a Bramble Familiar out on turn 2, and then, you airbend that Bramble Familiar, and then you cast Fetch Quest, you try and get the dock, you try and get another way to bounce it. You also have Airbender Ascension, which bounces stuff and then flickers if it has 4 or more quest counters on it. So basically you're assembling this combo that has Doc Arlok, so you're casting all of this stuff from exile for no mana. Appa, because then you can exile your Aang and your Bramble Familiars, and then you cast them again for free. And then when you cast your Aang, you exile your Appa, so that you can airbend Appa, and so Appa goes away. And then you cast Appa again, and you airbend all your things, and you make a bunch of allies.
Wow!
So it's literally just, and this, right? You can do this. Basically, you just make a ton of allies. You have Badger Mole Cubs so that you can make a bunch of mana, and also you can make your lands really big. You're just like flickering all these things again and again and again, and you're amassing this huge army. The list that I'm looking at doesn't have one of my favorite parts, which is that you can make it an instant kill combo with a single copy of Imidane's Recruiter.
Sure.
Which is the 2 and a red uncommon, also from Wilds of Eldraine, I think, that says when it comes into play, creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn.
Yeah, so you can just
so basically you
allies.
just do this again and again and again and again and again, and then eventually with your Aang at the Crossroads or with your Fetch Quest, you find Imidane's Recruiter, give everything +1/+0 and haste, and you attack them for 1 billion.
This is wild.
It is it is very fun.
It seems super resilient.
What's crazy to me about this as I've been playing it is that it does feel like, right, I'm like, oh, it needs all these pieces to work. But the thing about this combo is that all the pieces find each other.
Yeah.
Constantly. Fetch Quest goes and finds something else that you need. Aang at the Crossroads goes and finds something else you need. So usually if I am casting Fetch Quest with one other piece in play, I'm like, I feel like I've won the game.
Yeah.
I just feel so likely
wow.
from there to be winning the game.
And also Aang being able to airbend a spell, I think seems very important because if control decks are running around out there, which might be the case at the World Championship because there's so many creature decks out right now, out and about, that is a wonderful thing that you have access to straight off in your main deck.
Yeah.
To be able to be like, nah.
Just a little bit of interaction.
Nah. And the Amidon's Recruiter giving haste, I think is.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm surprised that there are like this aggregate list from Frank's Metagame Mentor article doesn't include it. Which is very surprising to me because I do feel like you want it.
Yeah.
I don't want to take a turn off. Like, I don't want to assemble all of these pieces and then hope that they don't have a wrath or something.
Yes, I agree.
Or a different way to win. It's really nice to know that once you go off, you're gonna kill them. I will say that like a lot of combo decks usually their biggest weak spot is control.
Yes.
So if it is like a specifically control heavy metagame, I would be less inclined to play this. But I will say that the metagame that I've encountered out there on Arena right now is, I don't feel like I'm running into it so much that I need to be putting this aside.
So I have a question for you about Badger Mole Cub. Now this was the card that was on everybody's.
Maria, this card is so busted.
Like, okay, the free mana, as we know, is kind of like a big red flag waving in the air when you see a card that allows you access to this. You play this in a constructed format.
Yes.
And people were really worried that Standard was going to be nothing but Cub because people were like,
the
showing
Cub
screenshots
is
of turn 3, turn 4 kills because you made 17 mana or whatever.
Yes.
So how much mana can you make with this Cub?
Yeah. Okay. Maria, the problem is that I'm not good enough at this kind of math.
Yeah.
But imagine you play a turn 1 Llanowar Elves.
Okay, I'm there with you.
Yeah, right? We all love it. We've done it. Turn 2, you play a land, you play Badger Mole Cub.
Okay.
You put
let's read Badger Mole Cub for the friends who haven't been privy to the Cub.
Badger Mole Cub say 2 mana, it busted.
2 mana, busted makes me feel good. When this creature enters Earthbend 1, whenever you tap a creature for mana, add an additional green.
So the thing is, it doesn't say land creature, right? It doesn't say anything about it's just your Earthbend lands. It means that
so Llanowar's tapping for 2.
Llanowar's tapping for 2, which means you have given yourself access to 4 mana on turn 2.
Yuck.
Yes. And then what if you use that Llanowar Elf to play another Badger Mole Cub? Because then on turn 3, you have 9 mana. Because you've Earthbent 1 land, which now taps for 3. You've Earthbent another land, which now taps for 3. And your Llanowar taps for 3. And you haven't even played another land, so I guess I haven't even counted if you play a land and you have 10.
Yeah.
Sure, totally normal and reasonable.
Yeah, that seems normal. And people are freaking out because they're like, uh-oh. Standard is now Legacy.
It's very gross.
But we have to remember, cards like Pyroclasm, whatever.
Yes. That being said, yeah, you can get wrecked pretty good.
So, yeah. So, like, I think those fears we'll see, but I think they're slightly unfounded. There seems to be enough tools in the toolbox to be able to deal with this if you want to, which is why we might see decks like
I will
Control.
say, the one thing that feels okay about it to me is that it needs other things in your hand, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It is not by itself crazy powerful. It is generating a ton of mana, but you need to be having something to do with that mana.
Yeah, sure enough.
And I've certainly been in situations where even with this deck, right, like a Simic, like a combo deck, sometimes you just fizzle. Sometimes it just don't cook.
Sometimes the cooking is
Sometimes
in another
the cooking
another
doesn't
kitchen.
happen. Because you're just you're like, oh, I had this great opening hand, right? Like maybe I had like a Fetch Quest, a Badger Mole Cub, a Llanowar Elves, some lands, and like one other thing that looks great.
Yeah.
And it just don't happen. And it's like, yeah, do you know what? Great. Sometimes I've made 9 mana on turn 3, and it's like, well, this is only okay.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of cheap ways to kill it. There's a lot of 1 mana ways and 2 mana ways to kill the Batrimal Cub, which is a big part of it too.
I've also been playing a little bit of Standy.
Ooh.
When I'm not playing in the win-a-box events.
Yeah. How many boxes you win?
Just one.
Just one.
But
all right.
I could play those endless.
Very good time.
No problem. So I wasn't playing that. I was playing some Sultai Reanimator.
Ooh, Maria.
I know.
I run into this deck a little bit and it's spicy.
It's a spicy brew. If there's a Reanimator deck, I will want to play it. That I do. I definitely know about myself. So I'm like, I have to try this out. Is this the real deal? And it's so funny and weird. Is it good? Probably not. But it sure is fun. I'll tell you that.
It seems like a good time and it's like not bad.
No, it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's bad. It all revolves around a card that on Arena is not the name of it in real life, which is very fun for us all. Around the card Superior Spider-Man.
Yes, which is Caballero Mindbitten.
Whatever.
Yeah, and through the Omen Paths.
So this card...
You have Spider on top of him head.
Is that what that is? It's like controlling him.
That's what I'm saying. He's mind-bitten, Maria.
It does make sense. Actually, this makes more sense than Superior Spider-Man, I have to say, flavor-wise.
Okay.
This card is... the reason for the season 2, blue-black for a 4/4. You may have Cavero, or whatever, enter as a copy of any creature card in a graveyard, except his name is Cavero Mindbitten, and he's a 4/4 spider human hero in addition to its other types. When you do, exile that card. And this card is very important, and the fact that it's a copy is very important. In this Reanimator deck, what are you reanimating? That's the number one question.
Yeah.
The number one card you want to reanimate is Bringer of the Last Gift.
Yes, which notably, the way Superior Spider-Man / Caballero works is that you are casting it rather than bringing it back from the graveyard.
Correct.
Because Bringer of the Last Gift, he care.
He care if you cast or you just bring back. This is 6 black for a vampire demon. Oh, hell yeah. 6/6 flying. When Bringer of the Last Gift enters the battlefield, if you cast it, each player sacrifices all of their creatures they control. Then each player returns all creature cards from their graveyard that weren't put there this way to the battlefield.
Great.
So this is very important that our mind-bitten friend is copying this card.
Yes, because it sees it as being cast. It's not reanimated.
Yes, exactly.
Great.
So then we get the full effect of Bringer of the Last Gift coming into play for mere 4 mana.
Yeah.
And of course your Reanimator deck. So what are you doing? You're dumping cards that are incredible into your graveyard all the time.
Yes.
So once Bringer of the Last Gift comes and wipes the battlefield of whatever, you bring back way sweeter stuff.
And also, I will say this also has an instant kill combo a lot of the time. I've been insta-killed by this with Terror of the Peaks.
Yeah. Can't even cast this natively in the deck.
No, but if they reanimate Terror of the Peaks and then a couple of other creatures, it just hits you in the face.
Yeah, so this is
they
like...
just face you all that damage.
You just face you damage. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Terror of the Peaks deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target, right?
Any target.
That's face.
I also had one opponent who didn't realize that it could be any target, and they killed all my creatures, and then they were like, oops. Because I had put stuff in the graveyard. Like, part of the combo was like I had milled a bunch with Fetch Quest.
I love that.
So I had a ton of stuff came back. So they targeted all of that. And then they were like,
oops.
And I was like, I would have been so dead. You dealt like 30 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another fun part of the deck. It literally can't cast it, but you sure as can bring it back from the dead.
Yeah.
This deck has ways for you to find these various cards. Overlord of the Baelmerk brings stuff back, which is incredible. Awaken the Honored Dead.
Oblivious Bookworm. Love this.
Oh yeah, Oblivious Bookworm is incredible.
This little Duskmorn uncommon.
Talk about Simic 2-drops.
I was gonna say Season of the Uncommon.
Seriously, this is a 2/3 at the beginning of your end step. You may draw a card. If you do, discard a card unless a permanent entered the battlefield face down to control this turn. Spoiler alert, it didn't. Or you turn a permanent face up this turn.
Spoiler alert, you want to be discarding.
You want to be discarding. So thank you, Oblivious Bookworm. And you get to draw to help if you find your spider mind-bitten friend. You can also play Analyze the Pollen for a single green mana. And if you collect Evidence 8 from your graveyard, which you'll be able to do, you can just find Mindbitten and put it into your hand.
Yeah.
Which is very cool. This deck plays a number of Cavern of Souls, so you can name human or spider or whatever, so that you're able to cast Cavero out from under any counter spells from your opponent, which is nice.
Yeah, I will say this one being a combo deck that has a really strong plan against control is pretty sweet.
Yeah,
and it has an instant kill, and it has a
instant kill,
which I think is, again, if you're a combo deck, you struggle so hard against control anyways. You gotta have a way to if you really go off, you've got to be done.
Yes,
get the job done.
You have one window.
Don't start the job if you can't end the job.
So true. And in Sultai Colors, you have access to good sideboard stuff too that you might need. So I hope to see a few sickos running this at the World Championship.
Sickos, I agree. I also hope there are a few real sickos
out there who want to just sweep the board and bring all their stuff back. It's like that modern deck, that Cascade one, Living End. Yeah. That's what it feels like, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, that is pretty sick.
Another deck I kind of tried out because I thought it might end up being powerful this coming weekend is it Looting?
Oh, interesting. I haven't tried this one at all.
I would think you would like this one too, Megan. You're just trying to draw as many cards as possible.
Oh, wait, I've played against this. Yeah.
Yeah. It's running Duelist of the Mind, which is Nathan Stoyer's World Championship card, which is the star 3 that has its power is equal to the number of cards you've drawn this turn.
Yeah.
So kind of tells you what the deck is trying to do. You get to run Tiger Seal, the new avatar card.
Oh, yeah. Cute.
3/3 for 1 mana that untap when you draw your second card of the turn. So otherwise it tap itself and is no good. But yeah, Storm Chaser's Talent, which has been around in Standard for forever and a day now in this deck, making
really
your otters.
Has been around for forever. It
buying
feels
back
like
your instants, ottering.
I was but a child when that card entered Standard. Is what it feels
seriously. So this one is very straightforward. You're drawing as many cards as you can, and you're just smashing face at your opponent. Straightforward, and it can win. And it's been putting up good numbers in some of these standard events that we're seeing on Arena and Magic Online.
Interesting. So in Frank's Metagame Mentor article, the number 1 deck right now is Dimir Midrange, which is the biggest yawn of all time.
I mean, that's also been around for forever
exactly,
and a day in Standard.
Dimir Midrange or...
Yeah, night.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just doing mid-range things.
I don't know. Do something interesting with your time, okay?
Playing Enduring Curiosity, drawing some cards.
And I love drawing cards, but this is just who cares? Who cares? Respectfully, who cares?
Respectfully. I don't know if that was respectfully.
That was, okay, do you know what? Fair. It was disrespectful.
Disrespectfully. Who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm over it.
All right, I'm over it too. It's just been around for too long. I want something new.
It really has. And it just feels like one of those things, okay, there are plenty of players who are very good at playing Standard, and it just feels they're like, yes, I have agency over the outcome of the game.
Yeah.
Right? This requires skill.
That is what they want.
It is what they want. They want agency over the outcome of the game, and this gives them a lot of agency over the outcome of the game, but it's boring.
Yeah.
I don't know. And that's not the same as being good.
You know what?
It feels quote unquote good instead of
to feel like you have control.
Good. Exactly.
You want at least the illusion of control.
Yes, the illusion of control does feel good.
Speaking of control, people might be playing control at this World Championship. I have a feeling in my heart that we are talking about combo.
Control.
We're talking about Cub making a lot of mana with little creatures.
Yeah,
that's when control rears its little head.
Yes, it's like, oh, excuse me, would you like to have creatures? Get out.
Get out.
I've always been in favor of, which is crazy although I have always been, control is honestly my second love to combo.
That's true.
But most of the time, you're not allowed to love combo. Okay? You're not allowed. People don't want you to.
Yeah,
People don't
canceled.
want you to. You get canceled for loving combo. And then they cancel you for loving control also.
Yeah.
It's hard out there.
Yeah, it's
hard out there for those of us who just want to win the game on another axis. But anyways, it's crazy to me that there's a control deck that's viable and it's not my favorite thing.
Yeah,
there's this combo.
That's a good sign that Standard might be in a good place.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope so. There is a control deck, Jeskai Control, like we mentioned, Azorius Control. I think we might see some of these coming in pretty big numbers at the World Championship.
Let me tell you, control, because it has consult the star charts.
Oh, this card is
a
dumb.
card and a half. This is probably 3 card. This is so much
how
card
much
for card.
card for card is this
so
card?
much card for card. Consult the star charts is an instant for 1 and a blue. Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of lands you control. Put 1 of those cards into your hand. It also has kicker for 1 and a blue. If the spell was kicked, put 2 of those cards into your hand instead. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. You look at so many cards.
My opponent casts this against me, and I'm like, I guess I lose?
Yeah.
Because
it's
of
brutal.
Your draw spell?
It's brutal. Welcome back, Dig Through Time.
Dig Through Time is here again. Call it right now.
And I mean, obviously, you also have Stock Up, which is also an absurd spell.
Yeah.
Stock Up, of course, is the 2 and a blue sorcery. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Put 2 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Busted. So busted.
Yeah. So
I did play a little bit of this before I played Combo, and I did really like it.
It seems really good.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Pretty good.
So Gab Nassif fans out there, you might be in luck this World Championship.
Whoa.
Because you know what he's gonna be playing? Control, of course.
Yeah, that's true. And it is good.
Makes you think.
Makes you think.
Especially because we have a bet about this on Good Luck High Five.
That's right.
Let's talk about our Good Luck High Five sock bet now.
Yes.
This is where we try to pick the champion of the World Championship, and whoever wins, the 2 losers have to buy them socks.
Yeah.
It's a great bet. It's been going on our show for many years.
I think.
Oh, and if our choices don't win, it's whoever's closest to the pin.
It's whoever's closest. All right. Tyler obviously wasn't able to make it in because he's on strike / is sick.
Remember, patreon.com/GLHF match.
Please become a patron.
And then we'll let him out of the cage.
Yes. Wow. The narrative on this is convoluted.
It's getting dark. It's getting dark.
Absolutely.
Tyler picked first.
Because you texted him being like, would you like to? Which I agree, he should get to pick first. But he certainly picked one that I was considering.
His first sock bet,
It would have been 3 years in a row for me.
Oh, would it have been? Yeah, that does make sense.
Year.
But Tyler does love this player too.
Yes,
You're going to have to fight over this player in the future, I think.
Yeah, I know. Tyler picked Johnny-Manuel Duprat.
Yeah.
Which I think is a great pick.
Always a solid pick.
This is a good and interesting draft format, which I think is good for JED.
Oh yeah, big time.
We've talked about his draft records in the past. Excellent drafter.
Yep.
Very good player. Just a great player.
All around nice guy too.
All around nice guy. So
the pride of France.
I think that Tyler made a great pick, obviously.
And it would be a two-peat for JED. Yes. He would get a second world championship under his belt.
And I do think that he's one of those players that's capable of it. Like last year, obviously, when Javier won, I had been very close to picking Javier instead of going back-to-back on JED.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's too fun to go back-to-back.
Oh, yeah.
But then Javier won, and I was like, yeah, honestly, that makes a lot of sense, too. Can't say I'm surprised.
I know. Javier, solid idea.
And did I think about choosing him this year? Heck yeah, I did.
You gotta at least think about it.
Think about choosing Javier. Honestly, JED and Javier, 2 of the players of all time who are like, if they're playing in the World Championship and you're not thinking about picking them as the potential winner, you're doing it wrong.
2 of the players of all time for sure.
Yeah.
But who are you picking?
Okay. Wow, Maria. I really thought about this a lot. Here. You could, okay.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, I was going to say, do you want second pick? If you're locked in.
I'm locked in.
Because I don't want to be waffling and take your pick that you're like into.
Okay. So I did think about this a lot. And there have been a lot of players who've had terrific seasons.
Yes.
Who are showing up here in our invite list. One of those being Ian Robb, who made 1 million top 8s this year.
I thought about picking Ian Robb.
I mean, I think he's a great pick for making top 8 again, which is a shocking thing to say. This kid came from the Pokemon world and is like, just kidding, I can also play Magic.
Very fun. Yeah. In case you don't know.
You can Google it.
Very fun disqualification. You won't dislike him because I gotta say it's a disqualification when where you're like,
you're not mad about it.
You're not mad about it.
Yep.
It's only funny.
You're like,
in my opinion,
go off, King.
Very funny.
So yeah, if he continues to do this well as this young of a player, I think it's, he's definitely somebody to keep our eye on.
Yeah.
If nothing else.
Yeah.
But I wanted to pick one of the players who made this World Championship, who made it through the route of being top 32 with adjusted match points, meaning they just had consistent good finishes the entire year.
Which is JED.
What JED did do that.
Yep.
That is correct. Part of me wanted to pick Ken Yukihiro, our Final Fantasy Pro Tour champion.
Great pick also.
I feel like he's got that fire since winning the PT.
Yeah.
But I want to go with a consistent performer across 2025 in professional Magic. Somebody who's got his brain in a good place and always has because it's
I'm gonna
his
write
job.
it down. I'm going to write it down because Maria, several minutes ago, I was like, I know who Maria's picking.
No way. No way.
I typed it down.
You did?
I have it typed on my computer. Who you're picking? Who are you picking?
Ely Cassis.
Oh my God, that's not who I picked. Oh. That's a great pick. That's a great pick.
Who do you think I was going to say?
I thought you were going to pick Reed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Reed. Also consistent.
Ely,
good pick.
great pick.
Ely Cassis. We call him the dad, the grill master. He's like a father figure to the players out there in that he's
and
only
also to his children.
To his children, only slightly older, to be honest, than most of the field. But he just has big dad energy. You know what I mean? In just the most positive, wonderful way. He's a mental health professional, so I feel like his brain's always in the right place.
All right.
And he just puts in consistent work over time, and I'm always just very impressed with the deck choices he makes, the work ethic he has leading up to the tournaments. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to pick Grill Master Ely Cassis.
That's a great pick.
Thank you. And he's come really close. He's been in second place before, so once you've got the taste.
Honestly, that's a really great point. Javier was one. Came in second, obviously, before he came back and won it.
I know, and that's why I didn't, to be honest with you, that's why I didn't pick Javier for the three-peat, because
I agree.
He's won twice, and then I
feel like he doesn't have the drive the same way he used to.
Yeah, could you
but
possibly?
Also, I didn't think that last year, I didn't pick him last year because I was like, I don't know, does he have the drive the way he did when he won? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Javier Dominguez, the man doesn't need drive all the time. Sometimes he can just casually
go
out
it
there
in neutral.
And roll it. Exactly.
Just push it down the hill.
Javier Dominguez pushing that car down that hill.
Okay, so that's my choice.
So I went through a couple of I've really been thinking about it, and you're gonna see me pick live right now because I have not settled on anybody.
All right.
I've considered Ian Robb.
Yep.
One, because I do think also it would be very funny, and he's had a great year.
I mean, his year has been
really fantastic,
unfathomable,
really, really good.
Yeah.
Another person that I thought of is because I do love a person who has been not center stage ever, but they've been doing consistently quietly well. Which for me this year is Yu-Chen Liu.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Is another player, and we can be very Magic. Honestly, Magic coverage. When we talk about Magic, a lot of people when they talk about professional Magic can be very Western centric. Mm-hmm. And so I think that there's a lot to be said for picking Yu-Chen
even
Liu
where the tournaments are held.
Exactly, where the tournaments are held, picking a Chinese player and being like, you need to acknowledge that just even though he's not in the spotlight a lot.
He's had 2 top 8s this year.
He's had 2 top 8s this year, which is crazy. And he's had another one in a different season, right? This wasn't his first year top 8ing.
Correct.
He has done this before.
Yeah.
He has consistently done this. So I honestly spent a lot of time really considering picking Yu-Chen Liu, considered picking Javier again because you just
can't count him out.
You can't count him out. Gosh, I had one other pick that I was like, it would just not surprise me if it was this person. I'm trying to think who that was.
I just could read a name off this list, quite honestly.
Yeah, exactly. Gosh, hold on.
Was it Simon?
No, it wasn't Simon. Simon, I feel like, is a little bit like Javier right now, where he's a little bit in a quiet year.
He's leading his team, which I think is really cool.
That's really cute.
So maybe when you're team captain, you have got more duties and responsibilities.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's true, but
and also, sometimes you got the zest for it.
Yeah, the zest.
Sometimes you got the zest for it, and sometimes you don't. You know what, Maria? I'm gonna lock it in here. I think that I'm gonna pick Ian Robb. I think that would be just because I think
dark horse.
I think that it's not a crazy dark horse entry. He's very good at Magic. He's obviously trying very hard right now.
Yeah.
He's classically in that time. He's a younger player, so he's got more time and energy to devote to it without other responsibilities. And I do just think that it'd be pretty funny. I think that it'd be a pretty funny journey.
He's so new to Magic.
Because I believe that it was during Pokemon World Championship
when that happened.
when he was disqualified.
He made a rude gesture, let's just say.
I'm not going to call it rude. I guess it's a rude gesture.
It's like what a grandma would call a rude gesture.
A grandmother would find his gesture off-putting. I find it exclusively quite funny.
Yeah, but it would be unusual for somebody to come into the game and so quickly have such success, it feels like.
Yeah.
Normally you gotta pay your dues for a few years struggling on the circuit before you kind of make your break.
But I mean, he has a background in a different, in another field. Wow. I do feel bad about not picking Yu Chenlu. But I just feel funnier about picking Ian
Great.
Robb.
Love a comedy choice.
Sometimes you gotta make comedy choice. And if you're me, you have to make it so much that it's dictated the course of your life.
All right, everyone. Our sock bets are now locked in. Jean-Emmanuel Duprat for Tyler.
Oh, what? The other person that I was thinking of was Nassif.
Oh, well, yeah.
Obviously, Nassif was someone that I was really considering because in my mind, I could picture it really happening.
Oh, so could I, especially
it's so easy to imagine. Also a good drafter. Really good at control.
Yes. It could happen.
Yeah. That was the other one that I really, really, really was considering. Like, I would say it was between Ian Robb.
That would be very
Nassif.
fun if Nassif took it home because, he's an old school player doing it still here in the year of our Grombus 2025.
It really is the year of our Grombus.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Absolutely, Grombus.
So Grombus.
ruling over
one of the most
year.
Grombus of all years.
So true. So true. But I'm taking Ely Cassis.
Ely Cassis, and I'm going to lock in Ian Robb.
All right, great.
And Jean-Emmanuel Duprat. I mean, three great picks. 3 great picks. And I do feel like to round out, you and Tyler picked slightly more traditional routes.
Yeah.
I do like us having a dark horse entry.
Yeah, me too.
Like Nassif would just be 3 classics.
Classics, yes.
And 3 classics is not bad, but having a dark horse is fun.
So everyone, if you want to play along with us in the Discord, you can if you're patrons. I want to know who your pick is for the World Championship. And I certainly hope that you tune in and watch and hang out and chat. It's just great to see you all in there over the weekend. It's such an exciting, fun show. There's no MagicCon tied to this, by the way. It's just by itself in a convention center. So, it's, I don't know, back in the day before we worked on coverage, one of my favorite things was sitting down with a plate of pizza rolls watching the Pro Tour.
You better mention the pizza rolls.
You gotta have them rolls.
You gotta have them rolls.
I mean, the broadcast, they do such a nice job of telling the story and showing the action. I don't know. I just think it's a great time. So I'm biased, but I think you should watch it. Twitch.tv/magic on YouTube as well for streaming. Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific, Saturday as well. Sunday, 10 a.m. Pacific is when the action starts. Out in Seattle, actually Burbank. Wait, not Burbank. I mean Bellevue. But,
we know the West Coast.
Yeah.
So well that I had to pause for a second and be like, is it the West Coast?
When you're in the middle, you're the cream in the Oreo, really.
Wow, we are the cream in the Oreo.
Especially because it's so snowy here recently.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's really nice.
Very pretty.
I haven't minded. You dislike
well, I don't like to drive on the snow. I'm very, very scared of it. It's my number one fear.
It is spooky.
But I do love staying home when it snows because then it's like you're in a little snow globe and you're watching your shows and you don't feel guilty. Mm-hmm. But no, I do have a horrifying fear of snow driving to the fact that it really incapacitates me at times, which is unfortunate because of where I live. Yeah,
you could have chosen a better location.
Yeah. Let's thank the sponsors of Good Luck High Five, starting with Card Kingdom.
Yes, thank you so much to longest time sponsor of the show, Card Kingdom.
They get that medal.
We're going to be in Seattle, spending some extra time there, and I'm really looking forward to going to the store.
Absolutely, Mox Boarding House.
Yes. I want to play some Magic. I just want to browse. I want to buy a friend a game.
Yes.
And I was like, literally no better place to go than to just go, browse Card Kingdom, buy them a game.
They have snacks.
Yeah.
They have mead.
Damn mean. Why are we telling you about all the things that you can do in person when many of our listeners are not in the Seattle area?
Well, just if you ever go.
If you ever go, you should go. But also,
it's a
buy
tourist
from them online.
destination. Yeah, you can buy from them online,
Yes.
cardkingdom.com/GLHF. Get all of your holiday shopping done early and you'll thank yourself later. Get your friend a cool foiled out single for their commander deck. I always think that's a super fun gift idea.
Maria's asking people for a $3,000 serialized Edgar markup.
I feel like I'm manifesting. I just put it out in the world.
We have some collector boosties of Innistrad Remastered.
You could be hiding in there.
You gotta say Merry Christmas to yourself and crack them open.
I mean, yeah.
Get yourself a single or your friend, like stocking stuffers.
A collector booster.
You can buy individual collector boosters.
That's a great idea.
And put them in a stocking. I would love to crack a magic booster pack out of a stocking.
And you get to watch your friend do it too, so it's kind of like you're opening it.
Yeah.
Double
Cute.
win. Double
Fun.
win. Those are just a few of the great ideas that you can find on Card Kingdom's website. Your order will ship to you in a single package, everyone. This is very important. You're not going to be messing around on other websites trying to find 50 different sellers or whatever. It's all available to you very fast and easy. cardkingdom.com/GLHF. Thank you as well to Dragon Shield.
Yes. We have mentioned their new Santa sleeves for the holidays.
Yeah.
Santa being surprised
by a dragon popping out of a snowman. So you can get the sleeves of that, and there's also a playmat that matches.
It's really cute.
Who loves a matching set? Me.
Yeah, it's
I'm
really
wearing
cute
one on the
dragon
show today.
has a carrot nose still from being the snowman. Right? It's cute.
That's
and then there's
cute.
like reindeer in the back. Look at the reindeers in the background being like, what's going on?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Also, obviously, all of the gifts in Santa's bag are like, look, playmat, sleeves, deck box, sleeves, dice.
What a good job, Santy.
What a good job.
So if you have a holiday game night with your friends coming up or with your family around the holidays, you can use these sleeves and playmat. I think it'd be so festive.
I will say it's on Santa for not putting together that this snowman is on top of a roof, which should have tipped him off.
You don't often see a hand-built snowman on top of a roof.
If you see a snowman on top of a roof, remember, that seems like a trap. Frankly.
I agree with you. Doesn't seem right.
They come with a nice tube, too.
Yeah,
like
look at that. It's a matching tube.
Yeah, the tube matches. It has the art on it. It's
I'm
really
a sucker
nice
for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dragon Shield, get your friends some nice sleeves for their deck. You can get custom sleeves using their sleeve crafter tool, which is $25 with whatever image you want on your sleeves.
I never remember to bring a playmat, and I'm gonna take this one home and try to make this my go-to playmat. So that in the middle of like June, people are like, "Is that a Santa?"
And you're like, "Yes,
yes, it is.
Yes, it is."
No further questions, Your Honor. I understand that that's not how it works if I'm the person being interrogated, but no further questions, Your Honor.
I love the audacity of just saying that from the bench. Whenever.
Yes.
Use code GLHF for 5% off your order at checkout. Well, friends, thank you for joining us on another episode of Good Luck High Five. We are so very excited for the World Championship. Yeah. We hope that you are too. And if you're not going to check it out, at least go and play some Standard. Try that out on Arena.
It's a good time right now.
It seems like there's a lot of great options. Fun. So, yeah, if you need some deck lists, there's plenty available online. We screenshotted some in the video version of this podcast that you can check out if you're looking for inspiration. And yeah, hope to see you, everyone, when I've got those new socks on my feet from winning the sock bet. Next week. Just like nice, cozy little sockies on my feet.
I'm so sorry, but I'm winning sock bet is the thing. Is that I do feel favored.
Yeah, I'm looking at your feet right now. I was like, were you not wearing socks, but you're wearing small socks?
Oh yeah, and they're Bombas, so I have good taste.
Yeah, Bombas are legit.
Oh yeah.
Are you in on Gen Z being like millennials and your ankle socks get out, or are you still a fan of the ankle sock?
You mean the one that goes below the ankle?
The one that goes like below the shoe, like it's kind of hidden.
I agree that they're out.
They are out for sure.
Yes, I enjoy them being out. I now own several pairs. I have 2 different pairs of like really cute, like slightly higher crew socks that have like cute stripes on them.
Yeah.
I like the aesthetic.
At first I was like, screw you, Gen Z. Like, let us millennials have our tiny socks. And then I was like, wait a second.
They're uncomfortable.
I'm just going to try some taller socks and see how I feel. And I was like, oh, they're right.
They're comfortable and they look good.
They're cute and they feel better.
They're cute and they feel better.
Yeah.
Good job. I like it.
This is something I will give a thumbs up to the youth of today for.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, Maria, we are in the style of as we have talked. We're in big pants, small shirt era now. And I bought some. I've now bought.
I do love putting it that way.
Big pants.
Oh, love
You've
big
seen
pants.
one of my pairs of big pants,
The
but I
pink
bought
ones,
another
yeah.
pair of big pants.
Yes.
Yeah, people on the show, if you watch the video
Yeah,
version,
they said they were
there's been a
good
visual
pants.
version of the big pants, and I've bought another pair of very big pants.
I think pants should stay as big as possible for as long as possible.
Well, skinny jeans were in for a very long time, so
Yeah.
I think that you're going to be okay.
Yeah. So I think we have a while yet.
It should be as big as possible for as long as possible, and that's my take.
Thank you to patrons, Card Kingdom, and Dragon Shield for everything as always. Release Tyler from his cage and give him some food again by becoming a patron over on patreon.com/GLHF Magic.
That's right. Not only is he not on strike, but we have in fact locked him in a cage and apparently refused to feed him.
I can't wait if he listens to this episode.
The developing narrative of Tyler's absence.
We'll have him personally thank you on our next episode for freeing him.